Again, Miss Mums and Dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming. Today we are doing a fractions question because school set a question on fractions and it has to be my favourite ever maths question I've ever seen Junior NAB school set. So I thought I'd do a quick video to show you how to solve it. And if you can solve it first time on your own, and you know you've pretty much got fractions licked, and well done for that. And see if you can get the bonus point as we go through it. So the question is, we have a big rectangle with a small bit cut out. What is the area of the shaded section? The top line or top side is 3/7 of a metre, this side is 2/6 of a metre, and the bit that's cut out is a small square, 1/10 of a metre each side. So go away and have a look if you haven't had a look already, and see what you think the answer is. Right, now first, a couple of tricks of what not to do, and that is to start breaking the rectangle down into different sections like this. This is simply a big object minus a small object. So we're going to have the rectangle's area minus the square's area, and that will give us the final solution. If you're going to try and break it down in any other way, you're going to come unstuck because you don't have all the lengths. The next thing that you can't really do in this is they've used good fractions, so you can't convert metres to centimetres. If this was a half and this was a quarter and this was a tenth, I'd swap them all into centimetres and then there'd be no more fractions. And if I need the answer in metres at the end, then I can just divide the whole lot by 100. So what we're going to have to do is some fun fractions. Now for the bonus mark, 2/6, who says 2/6? You should have changed that to 1/3 to make life so much easier. If you can simplify fractions at any point, then you're never going to get unstuck for doing it. So we'll just lose a 2/6 and bring it to 1/3. So what is the area of a rectangle? It is the height times the width, or the length times the breadth, whatever you want to call it, A times B, that being A and that being B. So let's work that out. We'll do it at the top here. The area of the rectangle is 3/7 multiplied by 1/3, which equals, as we know, we multiply the top and multiply the bottom. Bonus point if you do it the quick way. 3 times 1 is 3, 7 times 3 is 21. Again, 21 is divisible by 3, to add 1 is 3. So we know that we can simplify this and we have a 7th. Plus, remember if you look at the simplified video we did, if you're doing multiplication you can cross simplify, so you could just swap the 3, take the 3 off the top. As long as you do exactly the same on the bottom, you've got 1/7 times 1/1, which is 1, so a 7th. So I'm going into some more complicated ways of doing things, but we know that the area of the rectangle is 1/7, but not 1/7, it's 1/7 metres squared, because it's metres times metres. Don't forget the units. And what have we got in the middle? This is a nice simple fraction. It's 1/10 times 1/10, which is times the top together. 1 times 1 is 1. Times the bottom together, 10 times 10 is 100 metres squared. So we know the big rectangle is 1/7 and the small square is 1/100. So what does this equal? So again, just going to the subtraction video that we've done, we've got a 1/7 minus 1/100, which is, we'd use the trick, so we want everything on the bottom. So we multiply this first fraction by this number here, so we've got 100 at the top, 100 times 1, and we've got 700 on the bottom. 100 times 7, keep the minus, and then we take this by multiplying the bottom here by top and bottom. So 7 times 1 is 7, and on the bottom we've got 700. And so what we can do now is we can, because both the bottoms are the same, we can rewrite the fraction like this. Just see the subtraction video we did, nice and simple. And 100 minus 7 is 93, and the bottom is 700. So that is the answer, and don't forget metres squared. So the question is, can you simplify that? So usually school don't set something with such crazy numbers in, but we need to check if we can simplify this. This would still get you a mark, but can we get it any simpler? The fact we've got a prime number over here usually means that you're not going to get very simple, but we'll just check the divisions of 93. It does divide by 3, 9 out of 3 is 12 and that does, so that does, but 700 doesn't divide by 3, it's 233 and a third, so not quite. So it doesn't divide by 3. It can't divide by any even numbers, so 4, 6, 8, 10 are out, because that's odd. Let's try 7. It's 7s into 9 is 1, remainder 2. 7s into 23 does not go exactly, so Doesn't do 7, doesn't do 9. So we've checked all the numbers up to 100. And that's all we need to go, and we can see that we don't get any further than that. So the answer is 93 over 700.